Hi everyone, and thanks for clicking into this video. Before I jump into the topic of today's video, I want to quickly introduce myself if you're new to my channel. So hi, my name is Ellina, and welcome to this daily lesson series that I started on this channel. What inspired me was having the ability on YouTube to kind of start a community where I get to share thoughts, books that I've read, TED Talks I've watched, and conversations that I had with inspiring people. And what I thought was that it would be so wonderful to have a community that would have the ability to talk about very important topics and have thought-provoking conversations where we get to challenge each other and also bring up something new as well. So that was the main idea. Now let's go into the topic of today's video. That was making or taking chances and dealing with failure. That is a topic that I've been thinking about for a couple of months now, and recently I read about the biography of Mo Chen. If you haven't heard about him yet, he is the owner of Alibaba. It's an online shopping platform that has been extremely successful and has made Mo Chen one of China's most richest men, making him literally billions of income. But it's not his wealth that I want to talk about, and more about what he has been through to now be at the point where he is at. So Mo Chen is a very interesting person. He is someone who has been through, I would say, many hardships and failures. He has learned it the very hard way. Starting from middle school, he has been constantly failing many different entrance exams. So it's middle school, high school, and college entrance exams. Then he went on into applying for Harvard and then failing, you guess it, 10 times. And then still continuing, striving to achieve, applying for over 30 job positions, being rejected over and over again, and kind of just having a very hard time really just getting his way, I guess. And one of the most inspiring quotes that I read from him was, let me quickly check that, was that, if you don't give up, you still have a chance. And giving up is the greatest failure. This quote reminded me so much about the video that I made yesterday about failure and believing in the timing of life. And if you haven't checked it out yet, I'll link it down below or at the end of the video. Please make sure to watch it. So what made me thought so much about this quote specifically was that, what we define as success is kind of just what we see people then making out of what they achieved, in a sense, right? So Mo Chen started this business and that became very successful, and now him kind of looking back and telling about his failures makes it even more kind of, I guess, relatable, because he has been through all of that. And when I was talking with a relative of my family about this topic, the thought that came along throughout the conversation was that, what we see is that now he describes it as failures that he's been through. And I said, you know what, that's it. That's it about taking chances, is that, you have to go through failures. And then I realized that, we are so afraid of making failures that stop us from taking chances. And we talk a lot about, you have so many TED Talks talking about failures, However, I see that there is this one main thought string that might not be really pointed out very prevalently. That is, it's not the failure, it's the taking chances. And that, you know what, sometimes people are willing to stay with the things that they have around themselves and not challenge themselves, which will never lead them to failure, because, well, to have failures you also need to take chances and to have the idea that in your head that, you know what, there are those things I want to go for and strive for. And this made me really realize that less than, you know, thinking about failures and being able to fail, which is definitely a very important thought. It is also about being able to become someone who wants to take chances, you know, who sees that there are opportunities out in this world to begin with. Because failure is a result of you stepping into the world and then trying to take a chance into something and wanting to have something new. And once you realize that you know what, failure is just a result of that, and that failure is just kind of also a sign that there are some things that will not go your way. It's just like rejection, you know, you will get rejected at the point or another by people, by, you know, work deals, and that's the same thing that we consider to be a failure. But it's, you know, that willingness to be open, to get hurt, but having the strength to go for it, which for me is one of the most inspiring strengths a person can have within them. And I would really like to conclude this by saying that it is something so wonderful to see the world as a place of opportunities where you can actually achieve things and make them work for you, as long as you're willing to go for it, taking the failures but then just going on and continuing. It is like Mo Chen said, that giving up is the biggest failure, because then there are no more chances you can take in the game. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and please, as always, comment down below, let me know your thoughts. I'll be so excited to read from you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.